everyone, before we jump into sobbing our faces off listening to Day 6's cover, I wanted to make an announcement that this video is brought to you by Primephonic. I'm absolutely elated that Primephonic reached out to us because this is something that I cannot recommend enough. Whether you are trying to get into classical music or you're already a classical musician and are just looking for more recordings to listen to of a certain piece. I think my favorite features about this app is the amount of podcasts and playlists that they have set up for you that are so useful, especially if you are just getting into classical music. So if you want to learn about the different periods of music, the different styles of music, they have podcasts explaining what each era sounds like. They even have playlists for John Williams, one of my favorite composers, Ludwig van Beethoven, Holst, the planets. I mean, we all gotta love ourselves a little bit of Jupiter, right? Oh, this is if you like the planets. Oh! Every day that I decide to go on this streaming app, I just discover more and more about it that I absolutely love. Yo! It has Joe Hisaishi! And I do not want to take up all of your time right now, so please download it and go explore, learn about classical music, listen to your favorite movie soundtracks. If you click on the link in the description and you type in the voucher code REACT to the K in all capital letters, you will get 2 months for free for this amazing app that pays its artists per second, gives you access to thousands of recordings of different pieces of music, gives you high-res quality of all of those pieces. It's In the meantime, I hope you enjoy this video.
We're doing Day 6 next.
You know Day 6?
I love Day 6.
You know Day 6?
Yes, I do. Oh, Entropy. This Entropy album, Sweet Chaos, is crazy.
Yes.
Ouch is crazy.
Yes. So this is released on the album right before Entropy. So this, Entropy was like a follow-up to this album.
Gotcha.
You are now reacting to the 5-member K-band, Day 6, and their B-side song Cover off of their 2019 The Book of Us Gravity album. So the theme of the album is basically about human relationships, how people are drawn to one another. In an interview with Billboard, the bassist Young K said that the song is about how we all wear masks to cover up our insecurities.
Literally.
But as someone gets to know us better, they are able to see beyond that mask and to see what we're trying to cover up. The lyrics express the fear that the other person won't be able to love us after seeing us who we truly are.
We also wear masks to protect each other from spreading COVID.
Don't
Wear
ruin the moment!
your
I was having
masks.
a moment!
Wear your masks. Okay?
I'm sorry, my angry voice is coming out.
I was about to go at him too, boy.
Come on! I had to tell the people to wear their masks.
The song is composed by Mr. Cho, Lee Min Kyun, and the Day 6 members Sang Jin, Young K, and Won Pil.
Ready? 3, 2, 1.
Oh.
That's
Well,
the interesting
it's
part.
already sad because of a minor plagal cadence. You already get those feels.
My boy!
Such a gentle voice. My gentle boy.
Oh, I like the. That's really excellent. Dee-da, dee-da, dee-da. Wow.
Oh, yes. The vocals for Day 6 are just ridiculous. Rafi's having a moment right now.
Oh.
Also, that was a strongly belted high C.
Yeah.
Ooh, and then the ostinato gets higher and higher.
That's true. Well, they have 2 now.
I've won.
What?
Oh, then there was falsetto! Doing it different ways.
Literally, my goodness.
Okay.
Oh, that's different.
What? Are we changing keys?
Okay, and then we come back down. So we didn't quite modulate. It was just applied chords.
Oh my god. I like that. Na, na, na.
He's a really good singer.
Drums help. Drums help a lot.
Nice percussion play to enunciate the words. That's great.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm great.
I've definitely listened to this before, and I've definitely cried to this before. I don't think I've looked at the lyrics like this before, and now I'm really feeling it. Because I love this song. I love those octave jumps. They're just so outpoury. They really let out a lot of emotion. And those lyrics, oh my God, they're really heavy because I try to put on such a big farce all the time of being okay and being chipper and being okay for others. But really, I feel really insecure about myself about a lot of things. So I'm always afraid of people seeing that. And when they do, I feel really vulnerable. And that makes me teary. Those boys have a way with my heart. I love Day 6 so much.
Yeah, that was crazy. That made me feel all type of things.
Day 6 makes you feel a lot of ways.
I'm feeling a lot of things right now. Start with the voice. It's just absolutely stunning. The choices between all of them of when they would belt, when they would flip to like a head voice or falsetto. Being able to watch with the text helps too, because then you see like why they're doing that too. Like eventually you looked at me. That's when they backed off to falsetto. Those vulnerable moments were so clear. Sometimes I'm just speechless. It was that's a lot of discipline right there. That's really good, really good.
You should listen to more Day 6.
I'll send a lot of things your way.
Oh my god. I just realized this. In the bridge, when Sungjin's singing, there's a lyric that says, I want it to look beautiful until we bid farewell. So like when he sings, I want it to look beautiful, it's like in a major key, it's more happy, but then all of a sudden it like changes. It fits so well with the lyrics and like the timbre of all their voices. You can hear the kind of like sighing and like that they're like kind of tired.
That part was harmonic
Kinda.
mixture, right?
What? But yeah, I think that's why I really like the bridge. Because the stuff that's happening like melodically really aligns with the lyrics.
I really want to look up the chords for Lean On Me because that's what it makes me think of every single time it goes bum, 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 bum. I'm like da 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 da.
No, but then it would go bum, ba-da-da. Like it would
Yeah,
go
it
to
was
like
just a little
weird.
bit different, and then it would like it wasn't. Yeah.
Yeah, no, and it would do a chromaticism, but instead of like going to the chord you think it was supposed to go to, it would do like a FU, kind of like a psych. And like I was just like, girl.
I think the 80s vibe mostly comes with the reverb. I think especially in the percussion, like that. Like that's where the 80s vibe.
The lean on me-ness works too when it goes ding dun dun dun. Yeah, feels very classic. Unfortunately, this song didn't quite hit it. Really? Yeah, it didn't quite hit it as hard as like the B-side off of Warning. It doesn't feel as expansive, which is what I like in a Day 6 B-side. It's like it opens up my heart space, you know, by feeling very grand and very, very spacious. This one didn't feel as spacious, but I did like the guitars and the double ostinato that was going on sometimes. And I also think that when they hit their da 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 da, I don't know if they put auto-tune or some sort of effect, but it felt like sort of hitting a wall. There's, you know, sometimes when you hear the voice, it doesn't feel like singing, it feels like singing. This is what the notes kind of felt like.
Interesting. Then I want to show you a live version and see if you feel the same way.
Okay.
A live version, I think, would definitely change that.
All right. 3, 2, 1. See, the octave works better, but maybe it's just the recording. It doesn't feel like it swells as much when it gets there.
I think the dynamic shaping of it could have been more towards like, how do I keep doing this? How would it?
But yeah, the vocals sound much more natural. Ooh.
The reason why the chorus hits me when there's no swell is because it feels so empty and heartbreaking.
Yeah, right. The studio version has a bit though. That little bit does pay off in the studio version.
While the song was playing, you started saying, "Oh, that was a sad thing. Oh, that was a sad thing." Can you talk about the different, you know, quote, sad techniques that they used in this song?
I think they were going for more of a happy sad sort of thing, especially with just the lyrics like saying that
That's a little crippling. They're pretty sad.
They're pretty sad, you know? Like, I want to open up myself to you, but I'm afraid to because I think you won't like me. Like, that's something that we've all felt. And also it's just a generally sad state with relationships, especially. And the tropes I think that they used were
Modal mixture.
Yeah.
Bum bum major. Bum 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 ba 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 ba. Minor 4. Modal mixture. Oh, bittersweetness. Okay. Bum bum ba 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 ba. Oh, yeah, it's the modal mixture. Going from in a major setting, throwing in a minor subdominant. It's typical, but they do it really well.
Sometimes the first note starts in A minor in the chorus instead of C major.
really.
Yeah. Sometimes they go, remember? I don't know if they go into the 3 afterwards, but I hear this, which is like, oh.
Hollywood cadence sort of thing with the back and forth, like sad hug, but and then like nostalgic sounding tonic 1 chords when we finally got onto it. And I think that was at the end when they reinforced the major tonic at the end. It kind of felt like the end of Dvorak's cello concerto, just like that feeling of closure. That's a very happy thing, but you're still sad. There's a lot of sad things.
Yeah.
In the song.
How do you feel like they used melodic movement to create emotion?
I was like kind of checking out your face because whenever Jay would sing, like you could feel that line going, and there was one really good part with Young K. It had a bit more of like a filter on his voice compared to Jay, where like they add a little editing there, but like you could still feel that line going, and I love that. I'm like, please give me phrasing, please, every time.
Modally, they were shifting a lot. They used a lot of chromaticisms to get to different places, but I feel like their voices float on top of it in like a really nice way. And I get what you're saying by they're doing more long phrasing because I felt like harmonic rhythm was more quick while the melodic rhythm was a little bit slower.
I thought that like the layering of sound was pretty good with the piano in the back playing all those like constant chords. It just created a nice like ambiance that was good for the song. And the chords were just really tasteful. There was so much that happened that I can't figure it out. So Kevin. Hi, welcome to I have no idea what the fuck I'm doing. It looks like we start in C major. That's a D, dominant 7th, right? Dude, that's a dominant 7th chord, right? So the bass is going 6, 5, 4. And then it goes to dominant. Okay, so that's the first progression. So it's right, and then back, and then back to D dominant, and then we go to A minor. go to. Yay! Oh, he hits that.
They just have a way of not just having spectacular voices, but showcasing it perfectly. That song just had so many incredible elements that I feel like only their voice, or not only their voices, but their voices could best give. And I think that allowed for those emotionally charged moments. The choices between going all out versus falsetto were so potent, in my opinion, because they showcased that they could do the high C so powerfully and so pristinely. My goodness. So when they went to the C as a falsetto, you weren't thinking, oh, they're going into falsetto because that note is a struggle, and you can hear like struggle in their voice when they did it the first time. You're thinking they're doing it because they want to say something in that moment. And I think that's true artistry.